Stop. If you have been waking up exhausted and even after 8 full hours of sleep, if your hair is thinning, your weight is climbing without explanation, and the cold bothers you more than it used to, your doctor may have missed something serious. These are not signs of aging. These are thyroid warning signs, and they are quietly dismantling your health, one hormone at a time. Stay with me. What I'm about to show you changes everything. Ancient healers understood what modern medicine is only beginning to confirm. Thousands of years before synthetic hormones existed, herbalists in West Africa, the Mediterranean, and South Asia had specific plant protocols for what they called the cold, the tired, the heavy. They recognized a failing thyroid not by blood tests, but by how a person moved, how their skin looked, how their voice had lost its edge. As one African herbal tradition teaches, the body speaks before the blood does. For anyone navigating thyroid health after 50, that wisdom has never been more relevant. And nature left us 3 specific tools, if we know where to look. Here is the enemy. Chronic thyroid suppression. Your thyroid, a small butterfly-shaped gland at the base of your throat, is responsible for every cell's energy production, every organ, every system. When it slows down, you slow down. But the damage unfolds silently. After 50, 3 critical shifts occur. First, iodine levels in the modern diet drop sharply, and iodine is the thyroid's primary raw material. No iodine, no hormone. Second, cortisol, your body's stress hormone, begins actively blocking the conversion of T4 to T3. That matters because T4 is just a storage hormone. T3 is the active form your cells actually run on. And third, chronic low-grade inflammation begins attacking the gland itself, a process that can go undiagnosed for years. The underactive thyroid symptoms are real. Fatigue that doesn't lift with rest. Brain fog that makes concentration feel impossible. Cold hands and feet, even in summer. Unexplained weight gain. Thinning hair, constipation, depression that seems to arrive from nowhere. But here's what most people watching right now don't know. 3 herbs from traditional healing practice target this exact chain of failure. And one of them addresses the specific hormone conversion your body may be failing at right now. Stay with me. I am not here to sell you a miracle. What I am giving you today is a 3-herb protocol, rooted in thousands of years of herbal tradition, that modern herbalists are calling the most underused approach to natural thyroid support available to anyone willing to understand it. The first herb grows in the ocean. Traditional healers called it the thyroid's direct food source for centuries. The second comes from the roots of a plant used for over 3,000 years, and its power is dismantling the cortisol wall that is blocking your hormone conversion right now. The third herb, this one surprises most people, is an ancient resin from South Asia and East Africa that has been used to reactivate sluggish thyroid tissue that medications cannot reach. These are not products from a shelf. These are plant medicines with lineage. This sea plant was used as thyroid medicine centuries before modern science even discovered iodine. Bladderwrack, Fucus vesiculosus, is a brown seaweed that grows along the rocky coastlines of the North Atlantic. Traditional coastal healers in West Africa and Northern Europe used it specifically for those showing what they called the cold heaviness, deep fatigue, swollen neck, persistent weight gain, and mental slowness. Today, we know precisely why it worked. The thyroid cannot manufacture a single hormone without iodine. Period. And Bladderwrack is one of the most bioavailable natural iodine sources on the planet. But it does not stop there. This plant also contains a compound called fucoidin, a polysaccharide shown in modern herbal research to support the repair of thyroid gland tissue itself. This matters greatly for those of you whose thyroid warning signs have been present for years, not weeks. Traditional herbalists prepared Bladderwrack as a concentrated tea, dried, steeped long, taken before sunrise. Modern practice simplifies this to 500 to 1,000 milligrams of dried Bladderwrack powder dissolved in warm water. Take it in the morning before food. This timing aligns the iodine delivery with the thyroid's early morning hormone production window, the body's natural peak. Caution: if you are currently on thyroid medication, Bladderwrack can amplify iodine levels rapidly. Begin at 250 milligrams and observe for 2 weeks before increasing. Those of you watching right now who have been told your thyroid is borderline normal, Bladderwrack targets the root of why the gland is underperforming. But it is Herb 2 that delivers the real unlock. Don't go anywhere. Ancient healers called this root the strength of 10 horses, and for thyroid health after 50, that name is not an exaggeration. Ashwagandha, with Withania somnifera, is a root used in both Indian and traditional African herbal practice for over 3,000 years. It is classified as an adaptogen. Its primary function is to regulate the body's stress response. And this is where its thyroid connection becomes critical. Here is the mechanism most people are never told. Every time your body elevates cortisol, the stress hormone, it signals the liver to stop converting T4 into T3. That active thyroid hormone, T3, is what your cells run on. High cortisol is, functionally, a hormone traffic jam. And after 50, most people are carrying chronically elevated cortisol without realizing it, from disrupted sleep, long-term inflammation, or accumulated life stress. Ashwagandha directly lowers cortisol at the cellular level. In doing so, it removes the chemical blockade on your T3 conversion, clearing the path for thyroid hormones to reach the tissues that need them. Traditional herbalists describe this as unlocking the door the body locked against itself. And nature heals in layers, because ashwagandha simultaneously signals the pituitary gland to produce more TSH, thyroid-stimulating hormone. It addresses the thyroid failure from two separate directions at once. The dose confirmed across traditional protocols is 600 milligrams of standardized root extract taken at midday with food. Midday timing is intentional. It places the herb directly against your body's cortisol peak, which occurs naturally between noon and 2 p.m., neutralizing it before the suppression compounds. Caution: ashwagandha is warming in nature. Those with autoimmune thyroid conditions, specifically Hashimoto's, should begin at 300 milligrams and assess tolerance over 2 weeks before increasing. Raise your hand if you have been exhausted, truly exhausted, for longer than 6 months without a clear reason. Because what comes next is the piece of this protocol that almost no one is addressing. Herb 3. This ancient resin has been used for over 2,500 years, specifically to reactivate thyroid tissue that has gone clinically silent. Guggul, Commiphora mucul, is a golden resin harvested from a tree native to South Asia and the dry forests of East Africa. Ancient Ayurvedic healers used it for what traditional texts described as the dulled fire, a condition where digestion slows, weight accumulates, the mind clouds, and the body stays cold regardless of season. These are the exact underactive thyroid symptoms we have been tracing throughout this video, and the connection is not coincidental. Guggul contains compounds called guggulsterones, plant-derived molecules that directly stimulate thyroid tissue to increase hormone production and release. This herb does not merely support the thyroid indirectly. It communicates with thyroid receptor sites at the cellular level, activating gland tissue that has become functionally dormant. Traditional healers dissolved purified Guggul resin in warm ghee or medicinal herbal teas and administered it in 2 doses, one mid-morning, one after the evening meal. Modern practice uses standardized Guggul extract at 25 milligrams of guggulsterones twice daily. The morning dose stimulates daytime thyroid output. The evening dose, this is the critical one, supports the thyroid's overnight hormone consolidation cycle, when the gland rebuilds its reserves for the following day. This herb reaches thyroid tissue at the output stage, where Bladderwrack works on inputs and ashwagandha clears the conversion pathway. Guggul activates the gland's production directly. Together, they form a complete system. Caution: Guggul has a mild blood-thinning effect. If you are on anticoagulant or blood-thinning medications, consult an herbal practitioner before using it. This is the thyroid warning sign most people ignore the longest. The feeling that your body's engine is running, but running at half power. These 3 herbs address the exact layers of that failure. And now, the protocol that ties them together. Before I walk you through the exact daily protocol, the timing, the doses, and how these three herbs stack for maximum natural thyroid support, I want to take a brief pause. If this video is helping you think about your health differently, share it with someone who deserves to know this information. They are closer than you think. Now, the protocol. This is the 3-herb thyroid reset protocol, structured specifically for thyroid health after 50. Morning, 6 o'clock to 7:30 a.m., before food. Take 500 milligrams of Bladderwrack powder dissolved in 8 ounces of warm water. Drink it slowly over 10 minutes on an empty stomach. This aligns iodine delivery with the thyroid's peak morning hormone window. Follows with a light alkaline meal within 30 minutes. Leafy greens, whole grains, seasonal fruit. Avoid coffee or black tea for at least 45 minutes after this dose. Tannins in both interfere with iodine absorption directly. Midday, 12 o'clock to 1 p.m. with lunch. Take 600 milligrams of ashwagandha root extract alongside your midday meal. Choose a meal with healthy fats, avocado, seeds, olive oil, as fat increases ashwagandha's bioavailability significantly. This timing targets your body's cortisol peak directly, neutralizing thyroid hormone suppression before it compounds into the afternoon. Evening, 6 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. After dinner, take 25 milligrams of Guggul from standardized Guggul extract after your evening meal. A warm cup of ginger or licorice root tea alongside supports the herb's absorption. This nighttime dose activates the thyroid's overnight production cycle, the window when the gland rebuilds tomorrow's hormone supply. Run this protocol for a minimum of 21 days. Thyroid tissue responds slowly to herbal intervention. The first changes you notice will be in sleep quality and morning energy, typically within 10 to 14 days. Body temperature regulation and mental clarity follow by week 3. Trust the timeline. A word of caution, and I mean this seriously. These 3 herbs are powerful, but powerful is not the same as reckless. Even the most powerful healing herb can become a weapon if it is taken at the wrong dose, combined carelessly, or used without understanding your body's current condition. If you are taking levothyroxine or any synthetic thyroid hormone, speak with your healthcare provider before adding iodine-rich herbs. Bladderwrack can shift your dosage needs. If your underactive thyroid symptoms include heart palpitations, even occasional ones, hold off on Guggul and seek professional guidance first. Guggul can influence heart rate in sensitive individuals. These plants are tools, precise tools, used with intention, at the right dose, in the right order. That is how they heal. Your thyroid does not fail overnight. It fails quietly. And the thyroid warning signs, the fatigue, the fog, the weight, the cold, they arrive so gradually that most people blame age instead of asking the right question. Bladderwrack feeds it. Ashwagandha unlocks it. Guggul activates it. If this brought you clarity today, share this video. Someone in your life needs this natural thyroid support right now. Subscribe so you never miss what nature already knows. And tell me in the comments, which of these 3 thyroid warning signs are you living with right now?